Downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brady Rogers will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he's had a little bit of a struggle against right-handed hitters, and to me, that's the key to this game. They're hitting over 300. Right-handed hitters over 300. So he's going to have to get the right-handers out if he wants to win this game. Let's see if he's able to execute against the right-handers in this one.
Leading off for
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Aoki is there, and Pedroia's gone to open up the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, this is a very aggressive club. They steal a lot of bases. They're not at the top of the league, but, man, they're right there. They're not far behind. They will run at every opportunity they get to try to force mistakes.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. BREGMAN has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And that misses 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Now, Summersgill's tough to figure out. He may get some complaints. You don't know what side of the bed he woke up on. And that's like his strike zone. He'll call one side of the plate and not the other. When you figure out what side he's calling, that's where you make your living.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. On the ground to the left side. BREGMAN has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Drew Pomeranz A southpaw from Tennessee is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Here now is Nori Aoki to start things out in the home half of inning number 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts is right there. And very quickly, one gone. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. H, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
Here's George Springer. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, 1 for 5. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Well, Matt, they're playing good ball. If you look at the standings, they got a nice, comfortable lead, but comfortable can be trouble. You got to stay focused, keep your foot on the pedal, and just continue to put that opponent away because this little lead can dwindle quick.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Jose Altuve is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman.
Stepping in, Jose Altuve. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. So stepping in, Hanley Ramirez, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one.
Ramirez.
Now here it comes. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And that finds its way through. A leadoff single for Ramirez.
When you're struggling, you'll look for anything. Been off to a little bit of a cold streak. We didn't hit it hard, but that's a big one to build on.
Jose Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side. There is Altuve. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Batting sixth, designated hitter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pablo Sandoval. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
I'm set with the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the third out. Red Sox go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Evan Gattis now standing in. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball two.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
This is line to left, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. He's set. Here it comes. Runners off for second. And this one's in the dirt. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out. So he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Boston Red Sox, brought to you by Majestic. I'm looking at Hanley Ramirez. They thought he was going to be a project, and what he's done is become a pretty good defensive first baseman. Now, we've seen him at short, we've seen him at third, but first base, he's starting to look comfortable.
Now at the plate, Carlos Beltran. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike one. Now the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
Now that's actually a pretty good pitch right there. I know he swung through the fastball and he's got some power, but the location is what I like. It was up away just enough and tempting enough for him to swing at.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2.
That was a 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Now batting, Yulieski Gurriel. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
Let's go!
Ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Pomerantz sets. Here's the 1-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now another 2-2. And another foul ball. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Correa ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Andrew
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. First offering on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
3rd inning, no score to this point. That misses 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Dribbled to the right side. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Springer has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, 1 for 5.
MARWIN Gonzalez.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Bradley. 1 out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Ball 3 to the 9 hitter. And everybody's kind of going, all right, if we can just get him to walk him with the leadoff guy coming up next, they got a chance to have a big inning.
And this is swung on and hit on the ground at Pedroia at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
the left fielder, number 3, Nori Aoki.
Here's Nori Aoki, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, he threw him a little 2-0 curveball right down the middle, but 2-0, he's clearly sitting on a fastball that he wants to drive right there. That's not the pitch he's looking for.
And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
This is a pesky type of hitter pitchers hate to face. He's going to put the ball in play, not known for power, but if you put it in the zone, he's probably going to make contact. Right there, another example of that.
In now, George Springer. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Pomerantz sets. 1-0 on its way. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. From the stretch. And that misses. 2-1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long get called a ball on it. Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a little tapper.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Full count. Here it comes. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Houston. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning underway. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Slider up that he gets a call on.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now, Xander Bogaerts. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. There to take it is Aoki, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Change up low, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Squared that one up just a little late. And the pitch on 2-1. Hit out towards second. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, Evan Gattis. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a snap move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's into double digits now with his 10th swipe of the year. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Hey, that's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Beltran. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
1-1 now to Beltran. Grounder down the line at third. Ramirez is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Hanley Ramirez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Ramirez.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
Jose Ramirez.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 1-0. He pulls this one into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Designated hitter, Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runners on the move for second. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, a terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
So he tried to double up with him on a curveball. The problem with that is the first one you recognize, the second one you hit. Nice job.
Blake Swihart.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. Astros lead this one 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Ramirez with a barehanded effort. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning. Now that's a gold glove caliber play there.
Barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It not only takes tremendous body control and focus, but the fielder also needs to have a quick and accurate release to make an out. A highlight reel play there for sure.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Here it comes on 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pomeranz gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Just hung in there on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This is a great battle on both sides. He's throwing strikes and he's fouling balls off. What's going to give?
2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off and he still loses him.
Here's Nori Aoki, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he'll get back in safely. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to the right. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's a nice swing. He hit that ball hard. You got the first baseman diving. Great effort by the first baseman, by the way. Pitchers love it when these guys get dirty. But that ball was hit too hard to catch.
Here's George Springer. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up on to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they're up 1-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Aoki comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting number 15, second baseman.
There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Beltran has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Striding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Beltran, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you take a look at the graphic, you can see he's currently 3rd on the Red Sox in that department. Ready for another shot now, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. Bogaerts rounds third and is digging for the plate, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Stephen Wright enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 35, Stephen Wright.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And there's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Gattis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Swihart is camped under this one, and there's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's 2 for 4. First pitch coming. Here it is. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Once again, a 3-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Outside, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Slider up that he gets a call on. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Ready for another chance? Pablo Sandoval, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside. Oh, and he nails him at third. Great throw.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Liner toward right center. But he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down 1-0. Now at the plate, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, strike one.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. The 0-2 home. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Here comes another 0-2. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Standing in now, Yulieski Gurriel, as he hits one on a line to left field, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Ready once again, Marwin Gonzalez. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's gone 2 for 5. From the stretch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
0-1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the stretch. Won't go after that one, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Shoots this one to first, And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. In to score the runner from third. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. And that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Well, that's called smelling the base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
So digging in now, Nori Aoki. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And that misses ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramirez in foul ground, 1 down.
Center fielder number 4.
Now at the plate, George Springer. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's gone 3 for 6. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 0-1. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. 7 solid innings for him in this one, as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Tony Sipp is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 29, Tony Sipp. Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Blake Swihart.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Stepping in, Dustin Pedroia. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
From the stretch, pitch out, nothing doing. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, you clearly have a guy scuffling right now on the mound. Look, he hit the last batter, and then he's falling behind here. As a hitter, you just got to sit there and look for one specific pitch before you swing.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing you 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it, and now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Xander Bogaerts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he misses again. 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count. 2-0.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he's thrown one. That's just not the way he wanted to start this inning.
First and second now, 1 man out. In the dirt. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
Hey, a simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Will Harris enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Here's Mookie Betts. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 1 for 2. And this one gets away. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. 3 runs already home here. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Now the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Correa charging this one on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Standing in, Jose Altuve. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Jose Altuve.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 1.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. So striding forward now, Hanley Ramirez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And he just misses with a curveball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate. He just fouled it off.
Let's go.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Michael Feliz will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Up next for the Red
Stepping
Sox.
in now, Jose
Third baseman,
Ramirez.
Jose
As it's
Ramirez.
on the ground toward the hole. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Pablo Sandoval.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pablo Sandoval. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a ball line fouled to deep right and out of play. Ball 2.
Seems like he's throwing everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
First pitch on its way. Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, what's he looking for? 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and he took it? I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he thought he was going to throw him a breaking ball. I think you got to sit fastball there.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Three and 1. Here it is. Swing and a liner. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, he came to play this game. That base hit right there hit really hard. That makes him 3 for 4 on the day. What a day for him.
In now, Blake Swihart, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Let's get you out here.
And he lays off for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. And some dramatics here in the top of the 9th as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up for the Astros. 4-3 Boston. Craig Kimbrell comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Here's Carlos Beltran. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
For the Astros, right fielder Carlos Beltran.
And this is low, ball one.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Standing in now, Yulieski Gurriel. Ramirez is there, and he has it for the out. And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Baseman, number 9.
Josh Reddick will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 22, Josh Reddick.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. Off is Marisnick. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. Reined in on to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
The batter, third baseman.
So last chance here, and stepping in, Alex Bregman. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
The 2-0 on the way, and a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. No dice on the knuckle curve that time. 3-1. Nori Aoki would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Kimbrel's ready. 3-1 pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Tyler Thornburg takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Nori Aoki will be the first one to greet him now as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
That's pretty good break right there. Breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's George Springer. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. In there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Betts. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Stephen Wright earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.